Hi. So me and my friends have to make a project to showcase our knowledge of machine elements. We try to brainstorm anything that is simple, low budget, and of course useful for surrounding. After a few discussion, we plan to repurpose grass cutting machines and unused chassis of broken motorcycle to make a simple electric motorcycle. From there, we introduce you to Betrix, which is bebek listrik. The idea here is simple. Just like its name, we throw in a grass cutter electric motor into a bebek motorcycle type of frame. So this is how it works. The battery gives power to the motor rotates the gear, which rotates the chain and rotates the wheel, which is basically the same as a regular motorcycle. We assemble it and try it, and this is what we got. Well, I mean, it does work with no one sitting on it, but once we try someone to sit on it, yeah, you see it by yourself. It doesn't move at all. From here, we evaluate the problems that may affect the performance. It could be the battery, it could be the wiring, it could be the motor itself, and so on. However, from all observation and trial and errors, the only major problem we face is weight. Either the weight from the chain, the weight from the gears, the weight from the tires, and of course the weight from the frame itself. All of this motorcycle component is considered heavy for just a grass cutter motor. So how can we make this right? We want to keep the grass cutter motor since that's basically our target, but we want this to work. After some discussion, we agreed to substitute the component that is heavy, in this case all of the motorcycle components starting from the gear, chains, wheels, and the frame itself. Now, introducing Patrick, or spedalistrik, or basically electric bike. The concept here is the same, but we use bike component that has less weight than a motorcycle component. Luckily, our lecturer is kind enough to give us his prototype to be used in our project. Shout out to him. The bike that we receive already has an electric motor integrated in the rear wheel, so we can use this as the secondary motor. But this is where another problem came in. The motor from the grass cutter is not usable since the direction of rotation of that motor is different from the direction of the integrated wheel motor. If we rotate the position of the grass cutter motor following the secondary motor, the motor is basically sticking out the frame. We tried to do FWD, which is front wheel drive, and that puts the grass cutter motor in the front wheel, but there's no enough space to put the motor. We also tried to use the chains to move the front wheel, but again, no space. Therefore, we decided to not use the grass cutter motor and use the integrated motor in the wheels, but use 24-volt battery from the grass cutter as the primary source of the power. And this is our final product.